It's Saturday night, I'm John Kramer, and tonight SNL proved the old adage that sequels rarely live up to the originals. I have to admit to being really annoyed with the show tonight after they engaged in a bit of stunt casting by bringing back Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson to reprise the role of The Rock Obama, which he played when he hosted the show last year. I was annoyed because I really loved what they did last season with the idea of President Obama getting so angry that he turned into a Hulk-like creature who threw Republicans out of the windows when they refused to support any Democratic ideas. It was a funny sketch that touched a real nerve in the country, especially amongst the president's Democratic base. But this new installment was just a bad rerun of the first because 9 months after that sketch first aired, a lot of us are still waiting for the Rock Obama to show up and start throwing some Republicans out of the Oval Office windows. The first time they ran the sketch, Rahm Emanuel woke up to find that it had all been a dream. But this time they played it as though it were the real thing, which it definitely is not. As a Democrat, I don't especially like it when the show picks on the president, the way they did a couple of weeks ago over the allegation that he's not getting anything done. But that doesn't mean that I or any of us want to see SNL hide its head in the sand, go for an easy laugh, and hide from what's actually happening in the world. They did 2 gays in the military bits. The first one was just riddled with bad New Jersey jokes, to which the writing staff just seems to be addicted lately. And the latter was a predictable and only mildly amusing parody of the film The 300, which I can give a thumbs up to only because the rest of the show was so dull. SNL is the only show on American television that regularly does political satire with an ensemble cast able to reach an audience of millions and influence the political careers of the men and women who run our country. So how odd is it that the most real moment of the evening came when a chintzy mock-up of the Haney family's balloon came floating onto the Weekend Update set to have a chat with Seth Meyers. You could see the strings and the shadows of the puppetry gear overhead, but unlike the rest of the show, it wasn't masquerading as something it wasn't.